San Diego, California. The Big Biz Show is on the air. BigBizShow.com is our website. CBS Radio Network, nationwide, coast to coast, Business Talk Radio, Armed Forces Radio, and Biz Television. Look at that website again. For our television audience, it's right there. For our radio audience, go to BigBizShow.com. Isn't that a gorgeous website? And it works perfectly. And there's no broken links, and it's updated constantly. Thanks to my good friend and hot chick, Wild Web woman Lorrie Thomas Ross from Web Marketing Therapy. What's up, chica? Where is she? Snyder, I'm going to kill you. There she is. Oh, my goodness. Girl, how are you?
Great. How are you guys doing?
I can't believe how good you do on my website. It's amazing. It's like magic. Honestly, how many times have I sent you an email said you guys are, it's like magic. I asked for something and like magic, it's right there. It's amazing. I want people to know about you guys, first of all. So of course, they are a sponsor of the program, Web Marketing Therapy. Healthy marketing equals wealthy organizations, webmarketingtherapy.com. They sponsor our news segment almost every single day. Tell folks about what you guys do and how you got started, Lorrie.
We are advice and support for passionate professionals, and we do strategic advisory, we do training, we educate a lot of people so they can do things themselves and not be codependent on us. And last but not least, we do marketing management for the folks that say, look, I need to do what I do best and pay others to do the rest. And it's all about healthy marketing that's scalable, that lasts the life of your organization, that builds your brand, that boosts your business.
You know, it's interesting because if you look at websites these days versus websites, let's say, I'm going to say 15 years ago, everything's a bit different because everything's centered around the fact that the new media is all media. One thing you've taught me along the way is that just having a website isn't enough, is it?
It's so true. It's websites now, it's blogs, it's social media, it's content you create, press releases. There's a lot of options.
For your clients, you talk a lot about value in marketing. Marketing, branding, and advertising are three different things. It all kind of falls under this umbrella of marketing. What are you advising your clients right now? When you see a website, somebody comes to you, what's some of the first things you're looking at, Lorrie?
I want people to own their worth, and if they are the best in what they do or the company has been in business for 15 years with the best track record, please own that. Speak up. If it's in your brain and your customers and prospective customers don't know that, sucks to be you. You need to have testimonials. You need to have your value front and center on your homepage. You need to reiterate that in your messages. It could be even on a little tagline in your email signature as you're sending messages. People need to be told multiple times why you're worth working with, and they need to see that in multiple places. And hiding that or not communicating, like one of our clients has all these additional freebies as part of their service, and you don't know that anywhere. And so what we're doing right now is we're helping them put all of the value front and center so people understand really what they're getting, the whole package.
Hey, listen, look at you spent your formative years in online sales and marketing. You saw your small business and you were where the rubber met the road. What did you learn, Lorrie? What mistakes did you make early, and how do you translate that to your clients?
Oh, I never made any mistakes. I'm just
That's
kidding.
my girl.
I eat my humble pie.
Oh.
That's how we learn. We learn by I call it failing forward. And when you say, gosh, that didn't work, how can I do that better? Or someone says, oh, I didn't know that you did X, Y, Z. Or, oh, gosh, I hired someone else because I didn't know you did blah, 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 or da-da-da. You have to be willing to stare at that ugly face in the mirror and fix it. And, it's a little tough on the ego sometimes, but what you need to do, and I think the mistakes I made were just not communicating as well as I can. And think of it this way. Sales is not the used car kind of thing.
Right.
It's education. It's service. Think about it from that perspective. And if you need to help someone understand why you versus the competition, that's education. That's not being egotistical or narcissistic. That is just communicating better And communication can happen with website text, with photos, with testimonials, videos. There's a lot of different ways that we can put our value out there in multiple ways that's meaningful and in a way that isn't going to offend someone and make them feel like, slimy sales.
Lorrie Thomas Ross is the CEO and the marketing therapist. She's also the wild web woman for the Web Marketing Therapist. WebMarketingTherapy.com. They are a full-service agency making small businesses big with healthy marketing strategy. Let's talk about blogs and websites. You know, you talked a lot in the past on this program about blog theme and voice. Does a website have a theme and a voice as well?
A website can have so many purposes. Could be e-commerce, could be more of a branding thing for people selling services. I would say a blog is really where that theme is going to tie in and come into play. Like case in point, my blog is the Healthy Marketing Advice blog. Kind of like if I were to say, hey, Soleil, do you want to sign up for my email newsletter? And you'd say, no, I don't need another email in my inbox. But if I said, hey, Soleil, I'm sending free ebooks once a month on my newsletter, you might be a little more interested. A blog theme communicates the value of what content you're providing so someone understands, oh, this is what I get when I go to this blog. This is the value I'm going to receive when I'm subscribing to the blog. And it helps set the tone not only to the reader, but it also gives you and your team that guiding light, that North Star of what kind of content to provide on your blog that, A, differentiates you from the competition, because there's a lot of noise out there on the social web, but it also gives you that reminder of, what should I blog about today? Oh, yeah,
right.
What falls under my theme? And it's value to your customers, but also value to you as you're planning, because let's face it, we've got a lot of stuff to manage as it is.
Lorrie Thomas Ross, the CEO and marketing therapist for Web Marketing Therapy, also the author of the book Online Marketing, Master the Essentials of Online Marketing. That's available at barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, all major booksellers. Lorrie, you got some email coming in here from a listener in Dallas. Joey Casora says, does SEO actually work? SEO, if I'm not mistaken, is search engine optimization. Is that a dinosaur, Lorrie, or is that a real thing still?
It is still a real thing. I'm actually teaching a course in San Francisco this Friday for Berkeley Extension on it. The rules of SEO, search engine optimization, certainly have changed from how they were back in 1999. But yes, the number one way people search for products, services, and information is still the search engines. I have a whole chapter in my book on that. I teach courses on it. We coach our clients through it. The nice thing now is that search optimization can come from your website, but it can also come from your blog posts, from your Facebook pages, videos, things like that. So the search engine results pages are a little more blended, which give us more opportunities to be searched and found, but it does change the way that we approach the subject.
The name of the company, Web Marketing Therapy, webmarketingtherapy.com. So let's talk about the website real quick, Lorrie. You've got, and I don't care if it's a consultant or a movie theater or a guy that owns a deli. I guess the rules are the same about the value there. You know, you've got your copy and you've got your the artistic value of it. You've got the specific links for business. What is the most important thing when you set out on forming a website for a company? If you were going to go out, Lorrie, with the intention of making a website marketing specific, what are some of the takeaways I can give our listeners and viewers today on what they should be concentrating on their own websites?
We always need to focus on strategy. We do not plan to fail. We fail to plan. And just look at a blank sheet of paper. You know, step away from your computer if you have to, and look at that blank sheet of paper. And that square represents the real estate you have on your homepage, on your about page, whatever, to communicate who you are, what you do, whom you serve. Who you are, what you do, whom you serve. Write those three things down, and then go back and look at your homepage of your current website and say, is that clear to people of who I am, what I do, whom I serve? And then ask yourself, how do I tell that story? How do I sell that story? And do I tell people through bullet points, through pictures, maybe a video? Start to be creative. And just like you would architect a house, how many rooms in the house? The rooms are equivalent to pages of a website. Once you figure out all the pages of your website, then you ask yourself, what goes in those rooms? How are you going to decorate those rooms, if you will? And that can be with photos, with website copy, with testimonials. And as you start to sketch out, to architect, to blueprint these things, then the pieces of your website puzzle really become clear. And it's not just as simple as that tool of that website. It's really, how do I use that website strategically, and that's what brands builds and boosts your business.
Lorrie Thomas Ross, Wild Web Woman, web marketing therapist, chief therapist of web marketing theory. Lorrie, next time we have you on the air with us, we have to talk about Facebook and we have to talk about Twitter and the social media aspect. Lorrie Thomas Ross, web marketing therapy. Healthy marketing equals wealthy organizations. Webmarketingtherapy.com. Thank you so much, Lorrie. When we get back from the break.